One of the best current hack clients for Minecraft Java Edition has updated to 1.21.111, and so in this video, we're going to be checking it out. That's right, we're looking at LiquidBounce. To get it, you want to head over to their official website, which is going to be linked right down in the description below. Here we can click on this blue download button where you can actually view the source code if you want, but you can also choose your download over here for Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. I'm going to be doing it for Windows. Here we'll choose the MSI installer if you want to follow along exactly. You can also install manually if you don't want to use their launcher. But I've got the Liquid Launcher installer over here in my downloads, and so I can simply go ahead and double click on this, click on Next, Accept, Next, Next, and then uninstall, and it is going to go ahead and start. So for me, it finished really quickly because I actually already have it installed, but for you, you should eventually reach this bit over here as well. You can log in with your Microsoft account, which is recommended, but for right now, I'll just enter It's Me 64 and then click on offline login. That'll just bypass that. Nice and easy if you're just checking out this client. For the rest, you can see there's a bunch of information over here. Feel free to read through all of this. You mainly want to focus on this left hand side where you can view the version of LiquidBounce that you are using. There's a bunch of customizations here, including mods that'll get installed along with LiquidBounce then when you use it. For example, baritone, which you can enable, and by default you'll also get lithium and sodium for some increased performance. But I'll just click on Launch LiquidBounce over here and then on Continue. Now, if it is your first time installing it for a specific version, you will be brought to an ad page because, of course, the LiquidBounce developers also need to earn some money. So on their ad page, you want to wait for a few seconds, then click on the blue Download Now button, and then it'll download it right in the LiquidBounce launcher over here. Once that's done, it'll go ahead and launch, and you'll never have to do this again for the same Minecraft version. Here we are on the home screen of LiquidBounce Minecraft. I always love the way this looks, and here I'll just head into a random single player world real quick to quickly showcase this. So I guess I'm Alex today, but inside of Minecraft, you'll immediately notice that LiquidBounce has been enabled. You see a bunch of things on your screen, and you got this nice hotbar over here. Anyways, to open up LiquidBounce, you can press on the right shift button on your keyboard. This is going to go ahead and open up their Click GUI area. Here you can find all of these large drop-down menus, which I have now arranged, but as you can see looking at the grid, these can't be spaced evenly on my screen size, so I'm going to kill my... So basically, to use LiquidBounce, you can click on these utilities to turn them on and click them once again to turn them off. And you see these arrows here where you can actually right click on these for these full drop down customization menus. Really useful. Almost all the utilities have these, so just think of how many things LiquidBounce has to offer. And now that isn't actually all, because in most of these categories you can actually scroll quite far. So there is so much more than meets the eye to this client. Let's look at the amount of stuff they have to offer. Of course, we also have a search bar right up here, which beautifully reduces all of this stuff if you're looking for something specific. And really, just explaining this client in words doesn't really do it justice. You really have to check it out for yourself. I'd say this is definitely pretty much the best client out there for this current Minecraft version. Anyways, for the rest, we can also enter this settings area where you can fully customize all of the client's settings. Really just anything you can think of, you can customize right over there. Now you will notice that two modules are actually turned on by default. The first one is auto config. This means that anything you change over here will actually be automatically saved, and so will reinitialize when you open up the client the next time. Thumbs up, really useful. And then we also have this HUD utility right over here, which is actually, well, all of these components that you see on my screen. And you can customize that directly through this HUD area. So there are a bunch of themes that you can customize over here and additional components that you can add as well. For example, a minimap. Turning it off will also remove everything from your screen. For the rest, not everything from LiquidBounce is actually in their Click GUI. You see, they also actually have chat commands. So you can open up the chat, and instead of using the regular slash, we can type a dot, and then, for example, help, and this is going to give us some help relating to the commands. and we can actually click over here and view all of their pages of commands that they have. As you can see, there's a bunch of commands, so this may be a little overwhelming at first, but they do actually all have autofill, so these are going to be really easy to use. Definitely check all those out as well. You can see there is 6 pages of commands, so definitely a bunch more things to discover in there, although most of these commands are just going to be things that make it easier to use and quicker to use a lot of the utilities in here. I mean, for the rest though, that was basically that, I guess. I'm definitely planning to do a Java hacking video soon where I hack on obviously KubeCraft using LiquidBounce. And so if you think you'd like to see that, then definitely subscribe to this channel. But for right now, thank you all ever so much for watching, and I do of course hope to see you all again in the next one. Bye-bye.